I got 3 of these. Each one was only a single dollar. I didn't even check the comps on this one because I know that I'm going to be able to make a profit off of it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Now, if you have watched any of my previous episodes, you know that there is a thing that I like to do once, sometimes twice a week, and that is called my weekly walkthrough. There are about 4 or 5 different thrift shops that are within a mile radius of where I live, and I always like to swing by there when I have a free minute just to see if there's anything that I can find to flip for a profit on eBay. So today I'm gonna take all of you along for the ride. Let's go check it out. All right, so our first stop is the American Cancer Society Discovery Shop. Now, this is a thrift shop that I actually found pretty recently. It's about half a block from where I live, and it's kind of tucked back into a strip mall style place. I found a couple good things in here before, especially some really good golf clubs for really cheap. Let's get in there and see what we can find. So walking out of the first store, and we already made quite a profit. What I have to unwrap, the lady was super nice and wrapped these up for me so that they don't get broken. But I got a set of 3 shot glasses. If you look on here, it says San Diego Zoo and Safari Park. I got 3 of these. Each one was only a single dollar. I didn't even check the comps on this one because I know that I'm going to be able to make a profit off of it, especially because there are 3 of them. But even the lady checking me out knew that I got a deal on this one. We scored a Tommy Bahama shirt, but the special thing about it is that it has the coconut buttons. Again, didn't even check the comps on this. This shirt was only $18, and I know that I can make some money off of it. If you look at the tag here, it's Tommy Bahama size medium, so of course I have to check and see if it fits me first, but if it does not, then we're gonna be able to get this up on eBay for anywhere probably between $60 and $80, only because of the buttons. If you're not familiar with these kind of shirts, they either have, you know, wood or in this case coconut buttons, and they go for quite a bit. Let's go to the next spot. Now, this next spot is always kind of a hit or miss spot. It's right on the main drag, so you never really know if there's going to be any new items. It is the Goodwill right off of Midway. It's in a prime location, so like I said, that's why you never really know what's going to be in there. So I got a big item, as you can see here, from the Goodwill store, so I had to wait till I got home to show you what I got from there. So as you guys can see, I got about a 16 to 18 inch tall Pikachu Plush Toy. Now, what's good about this is that if you look at the tush tag, this looks like the original Pikachu plush doll. It's in really good condition. You can tell that there's not really any marks on it. There is one small mark right here, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Now, this one was only $7.99, so I knew that I had to get it, and I could probably get anywhere between $40 and $50 for it, but we're going to look it up in a little bit and see exactly how much we can make from our finds today. Now, the next thing that we got, I've actually seen these everywhere. It's called a heli mix. If you're familiar with shaker bottles, they usually have a little metal shaker ball or a plastic one or something that helps you to mix everything up, but not in this case. This one does not come with any of that. The actual shape of the cup itself acts kind of as a vortex and allows you to mix everything up without anything. So this was only $2.99. These go for about $15 to $20, so I absolutely had to snag this. And this last thing that I got, I'm kind of taking a little bit of a gamble on. As you can see, it's this Crimson Tide with the logo right here. It's this Crimson Tide vest, but the brand is what really makes this expensive. It's Millar. Now this is a very expensive brand. If you look at the retail, because it still has the tag on it, says $89.50 right here. So I ended up purchasing this for $25. So I can probably get about $70 for this. But again, we're gonna look it up and see exactly what we can make from today. And the third and final place that we are stopping today is the Rock Thrift Store. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, then you know that I come here pretty often. There's always a ton of stuff. This is probably one of the biggest thrift shops that I have ever seen. They have an entire sports section, they have clothing, they have a bunch of trinkets up in the front, as well as a bunch of books. So it always takes quite a bit of time to look through this one, but as you saw from the last two places, we are on quite the roll. Let's go see what we can find. So no luck at the third place, which again was the Rock Thrift Store. Like I said, it is a massive thrift shop, so it takes quite a lot of time to look through. So I'm sure I probably looked over a couple things that I could have made a profit on, but after what we found at the first two stops, I'm not too concerned about it. So time to get back home. Let's look up all this stuff, see what kind of profit we can make. Now we're gonna do something a little bit new today, and we're actually going to, in real time, look up what these items are going for on eBay to see what kind of profit we can get. So the first one we're gonna start with is the San Diego Zoo / Wild Animal Park shot glass. What's really cool about this one is that it is no longer called the Wild Animal Park. It is now the Safari Park. So you know that this is a little bit older, and we got 3 of them. So let's go ahead and look. First, we're gonna go to Google. Then, of course, we're gonna jump over to eBay just because that's the most accurate way of actually telling what you can get. So we will type in San Diego Zoo Wild Animal Park shot glass and see if anything pops up. So I go into shopping. These are just a couple tactics that I use when looking up items. Now I want to try and find the closest to this that I can find, just because that's what's going to you know, make it the most accurate. So San Diego Zoo Wild Animal Park vintage. Well, I'm gonna type in vintage actually, because these are old school, like I said. That's almost it. This one looks really close to what it looks like. So if we can't find the exact one, then that's going to be the second best thing that we're going to go with. Again, this is just a Google search. We haven't looked it up on eBay just yet. So let me copy and paste this over here, see if this one pops up. There we go. So this exact one, like I said, is going on here for $9.99, but we have 3 of them. So the next thing you want to check and see is if any of these have sold. So it looks like one has sold for $4.90 and nothing else. So what I'm going to do, since these were only $1 a piece, I'm gonna list all 3 of them for $25 plus shipping. I'll probably do anything between $3 and $5 for shipping, just so that I can make up for that cost as well. Overall, not bad for $3. Now the next thing we're going to look up is this Heli Mix shaker bottle. Not sure if I'm gonna keep this for myself or not, but might as well look it up and see. So shaker cup, let's see. Heli Mix shaker cup. So these are going for $20. Like I said, I got this one for $2.99. $22.95, 20 bucks, $26. And just for reference, let's go over to eBay, see how much these are selling for. 22, this one's 60, that's gotta be a different kind of G Fuel one. Yeah, so overall, made about $15 off of this as well. Now, the next thing that I'm excited to look up is the Millar vest. This is actually really nice. If this were a large, even though have nothing to do with the Crimson Tide. I would probably keep this, but because we have the tag still on here, we know exactly what make and model it is. It says the style, color, and the size. I mean, it already says 89.50 on here, but let's see if one has sold on eBay already. So we're going to do, well, first again, we're gonna check it out on Google. So Peter Millar, Alabama, Crimson Tide vest. See if anything pops up for that. Shopping. Georgia Bulldog one is going for 115. Barstool one. Active Men's Polo, $185. These are pretty expensive. Okay, so let's go over to eBay, and you always want to check these sold listings. So here's one right here. Best offer, $45. But these are used. This one is brand new. It still has the tag on it. This one's $86.73. And this has the cursive on there. There's 54 plus shipping, 73, 86, 81, 50, 70. Here's one for 100. Here's one for 50. Here we go, Peter Millar. Oh, so that's a quarter zip. That's not a vest. But some of these other ones are vests. So let's just look up Peter Millar vest. Not bad. So it looks like this one's going for about $60 or $70, an absolute steal for only $25. So done with that one. Now, this next one I'm extremely excited to look up. So it is the Tommy Bahama, as you can see right here from the tag, which in itself is a pretty expensive brand. This, you know, feels really nice. It's kind of got that faded, detailed look, which is really awesome. But what I'm most excited about is the buttons on there. It looks like these are the coconut buttons. So that is definitely going to boost the price. And what's super cool as well is that they still have the extra ones on the bottom. So let's go ahead and see if we can find this exact same shirt. That's always what's kind of difficult, is finding the exact same thing, but we're going to go to Google first, which normally I have a pretty good luck with. So Tommy Bahama relax shirt with coconut buttons. Okay, looks pretty good. $140 there, $48, 48. Tommy Bahama men's weekend tropic silk shirt. This one isn't silk. Oh, this one is silk. Okay, did not know that. So that's always, you want to make sure you look at the details. Here we go. That's the exact jacket. That's the exact same one. It's got the same pattern on it. You got the pocket, and what the lady said is that they're supposed to fade over time. Like the color is supposed to fade. So let's see, that's pretty awesome. Men's weekend tropics. Yep, that's exactly it. Men's weekend tropics silk shirt. So let's go over to eBay. Tommy Bahama men's weekend tropics silk shirt. Here we go. So this is the exact same one. This one sold for $10. Now the thing with that is that you could see that instantly being like a little bit diminishing, but just because something sold for that price doesn't mean that that's the price that it actually is. So if I'm looking through a couple more of these, you got $35, $25, $68. Silk. Let's see if this is more similar. So you never really quite know. I did kind of take a gamble with this one. Looks like that's it, but it's not the original stitching up there. That's what you want to make sure and look out for as well. If there's any other pictures on here. Let's see. So that's why you definitely have to do your research, because it's similar, but it's not the exact same kind of shirt. This one's pretty similar. There you go, so 100% silk. Okay, so this one is going for about 18, but something like this with the stitching on it is going to be a little bit more. This one over here at Macy's is going for $100. So I think that I'm going to list this for 60 or 65. That's going to almost triple what we spent on it overall. A great purchase. So we are definitely in the green from what we spent today. Like I said, I think I only spent $50 or $53, and we still have one more item. It is this huge Pikachu plush. Now the first thing you want to do with this is you want to measure it. So this is, you don't want to get the ears in the measurement. You want to measure from the head to the feet. So that is going to be 21 inches. So what we are going to look up is, like I said, we go to Google first. So Pokemon WCT 21-inch Pikachu plush. Let's see what this is going for. This one cost me $8, and let's see what it's going for on Google. So this one's 12-inch plush is going for $40, 24-inch plush is going for $40, 10-inch $20. This might be one of the better finds of the day. Let's go on to eBay, because again, that's where I sell most of my items. I've recently jumped over to Facebook as well as Mercari, but eBay is going to be the best one right there. So here's a couple of Detective Pikachus, Pokemon. So let's just type in Pikachu 21-inch plush toy. So I'm not finding, pull out this one, 7-inch, 13. So I guess we're gonna have to stick with what we found over here on Google. It looks like anything in that range is going to be, you know, about $30 or $40, which is really awesome. Granted, I only spent $8 for this one. So I'm really glad that I got this. It's gonna take up a little bit of room for the time being, but I'm sure that this thing will sell fast. So overall, we definitely are in the green from what we picked up today. It's always fun to, you know, bring you guys along for the weekly walkthrough. Like I said, I do this 2 times, sometimes 3 times a week, just because all the stores are so close. So thanks everybody for coming along. If you have not already, be sure to like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and turn on your notifications so you know when I post my next episode. Thanks for watching.